Hey, welcome back. Didn't think you'd be home this early, but I'm glad you are. I kept it quiet in here. Didn't know what kind of day you were having, but I had a hunch, you could say. Yeah, just the lamp in the corner is on. The one with the warm bulb, not the weird blue one. You can turn it off if you want, it's your call, I don't really care. Long day. Yeah, I thought so. You're doing that thing with your shoulders again, like they're trying to hold up your whole life. And you've got that look in your eyes, the kind where you've been around too many people for too long and they've expected way too much. Yeah. You don't have to do that here. Whatever you've been, wearing out there emotionally. I mean, you can just drop it. Drop the mask, drop the act, drop the I'm fine, and just, leave it by the door. I won't judge. I won't ask you to put it back on. I won't even look at you if that's not what you want. Though I love looking at you. Hmm? Yeah, come, sit here. Or lie down. Or curl up in the corner of the couch, as you always go to when you need to shut down the world. Yeah, I already brought your favorite blanket. Yeah, it was just in the bedroom. It's fine. Yeah, it's here on the couch. It's warm from the dryer since I've washed it. I did the laundry today. Mm-hmm. And they probably felt like walking on glass, like everything you did had to be rehearsed. Smile just enough, but not too much. Speak up, but not too loud. Keep your face looking right, even if your brain's screaming for a break. Yeah, been there, done that. Yeah, I used to think something was wrong with me for needing recovery time after just being around people. For struggling to follow conversations that jump around and for needing that space to, fidget without getting weird looks. Yeah, I learned to do it discreetly. But there's nothing wrong with needing rest, right? There's nothing wrong with you. Mm. I can always tell when you're on that last bit of battery. You've got this quiet to you that's different from your usual quiet, more like holding everything in so tight it's hard to breathe type quiet. You don't have to breathe like that here. You can let it out, however messy or quiet or still that is. You're safe right here. Yeah, right here, right now, with me. You're safe. Always. And I mean it, no scripts, no small talk, no pretending. You don't have to try to be on. You don't have to, be quote unquote normal. You can just be. It's already enough. If you want to like fidget or anything, you can go for it. I know you always try to like hold off, but it really doesn't bother me. I don't know how many times I can tell you, but I'm going to tell you until you don't need it anymore. It really doesn't bother me. And hey, if you want me to, I'll match you. I always will. Yeah. Mm. Oh, yeah, I made you tea earlier. It's in the little, what's it called? It's not a kettle. It's a, I forgot the name. It's not a mug. You pour it onto a, oh, whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, it's just on the table here. I can pour you some if you want. It's the one you said that makes your whole chest feel warm, but like in a good way. It should still be quite hot, but not, burn your mouth type hot. Yeah, I can just pour it later, don't worry. And if it goes cold, I can just heat it up. Dude, putting tea into a microwave does feel illegal. Oh well. Hmm. Sometimes I think about how the world forgets how much energy it takes just to exist when your brain's wired a little sideways. And how brave you are to do it every single day. Yeah, I mean, you never stop trying, even when everything feels like too much. And you're still here, and that matters. Yeah, I used to be scared to let people see the parts of me that didn't look polished. The parts that blank in the middle of conversation or get stuck in my own head or spiral over a noise I can't explain. Or when I touch something warm and slimy when washing the dishes and now my entire week is ruined and I want to literally go to my bed and cry. Yeah, it is. It is like that. But then I met you, and suddenly it felt like maybe I didn't have to be scared all the time of messing up something, you know, putting up with the unsaid rules and over high expectations. Maybe it was okay to just be tired and slow and a little off script and accidentally going on rants about my, interests for way too long. Yeah, I mean, one of the first conversations we've had, I was literally accidentally. I didn't mean to start a conversation. I just started talking about the MCU and how Bucky Barnes is with the greatest character. uh, and you put up with it. You do. You always do. You always did. You helped me unmask without saying a word. You just existed near me without asking for anything back. And that meant way more than you probably realize. So, let me do that for you tonight. Let me be that quiet next to you. Yeah, we don't have to fill the silence. We can just sit like this, breathe like this. I'll stay here until you're ready, even if you don't say a word. And you can just, hit me if I'm talking too much and I'm rambling. Which I know I am. Yeah, you look tired. Not just body tired. The deep kind, like your soul needs sleep. Wanna lay down? Here, lean on me. Yeah, I'll sit still, I promise. You can sprawl however you want. That's quite nice, isn't it? There we go. You're alright. You're doing good. Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of you for, making it through the day, for coming home, for letting yourself crash here with me. And if you fall asleep, that's also okay. I'll keep the light low and stay quiet. Yeah, we can just breathe. And baby, I swear, you're not too much. You're not broken. You're just tired. And that's okay. Yeah, I'll be right here. As long as you need. Yeah, you're not alone, I swear. You can sleep if you can. I got you.